on FishLocked. Rodfather used his new legendary fishing rod, the Underlight Angler, to finish everything in the Legion expansion. That is all except for one achievement, where you need to do 20 different world quests. But it's kind of hard to do that when there's not fishing world quests up every day. You check every single day, but there's no new ones. You go 2 whole weeks and you only get 4 done. It's dumb. I hate doing this. I hate this time-gated bullshit in my game.
Oh man, sorry you guys had to hear that narrator guy go on that rant. Don't know what's wrong with that guy. But anyways, welcome back to FishLocked, where I play through World of Warcraft expansions in order, and I only do the fishing content. Blah, blah, blah. Watch the whole series. I say this every time. I think you guys get it at this point. Last time we finished up Legion, and today we head into the Battle for Azeroth expansion. You know, I've been told that there's a lot to do here. There's a lot to get done. It's gonna take us a little while. It might be another 2-week episode. I don't know yet. We're just getting started. But I wanted to start things here a little bit differently this time. Usually I go straight for looking for achievements, rewards, getting right to being efficient. But today I wanted to start by slowing down a little bit first. We're here first and foremost to fish. So now when I get to new zones, my plan is to just spend some time going around, exploring, fishing down the rivers, seeing what kind of dope places I can find to fish at, enjoying the scenery, vibing. And that's exactly what I did. Luckily for Battle for Azeroth, I could just teleport right to Zuldazar without having to do an intro quest line, and I just went right off to exploring. I explored around the rivers, seeing wildlife, finding these fishermen who could fish from these ginormous bridges. Who the hell is fishing right? You are not fishing from all the way up there, bro. Get out of here. It would not let me fish from all the way up there. They're a fisherman. I feel like there's another bobber here. Who's fishing this one? There's another one on this side. Yeah, there's a bunch of fish people. Guys, you cannot fish up here. Can I? So, like, if I max my fishing out here, will I be able to get this? Dude, look at their poppers all the way down there. It's not possible. Wait, I like this. Guys, this is a spot right here. The 2 waterfalls, the Brutosaurs. Guys, write this down. Write this one down. Note that one down. While I was exploring around, though, I did keep thinking something to myself. I might have a hot take here, so let me explain before you crash out, okay? I love Legion. I think Legion was the better expansion, better story, better raids, better everything overall. But Battle for Azeroth, I gotta be honest, I gotta give the flowers where they're due. These zones are something great. The atmosphere, the vibes here, they kind of stomp Legion into the ground. Especially this whole area between Zuldazar and Nazmir, it was just too good. While I was fishing here, I found a fish I thought was interesting called the Midnight Salmon, which said it would teleport me to the nearest fishing pool, but maybe I did it wrong. Whoa, what is that? Midnight Salmon. Teleport to the nearest fishing node. So if I use this, I will... There's no fishing node here. What a scam. I kept fishing around, but then I randomly did end up getting an achievement. Oh, dude. Oh, what's that? Angling for battle. Catch 100 normal fish. Nice. Yo. And now we get 100 of these oils, too. 100 oils. I didn't even know that was an achievement. Okay, I didn't know that was an achievement either. Convert 100 fish from gold tiers. Okay, well, that's 2 achievements down, and we weren't even looking at the guides yet. Make that 2 achievements. So I thought maybe this was a good time to start actually looking into the achievements that I'd be going after. There was one of these to catch 50 of those midnight salmon. There was an achievement called Baiting the Enemy, which was to catch something where I would assume is an alliance zone, and an achievement to catch a Great Sea Ray mount. Yay, another extremely low drop chance fishing mount to go right after I got done fishing an extremely rare fishing mount in the last episode. Thinking about this, I already fished around for a couple hours and only got one midnight salmon, so that achievement didn't seem like fun to go after. Grinding straight away for another low drop rate mount like the Great Sea Ray also didn't seem like very much fun, so I think I was going to go for this baiting the enemy, where I was going to need to sneak my way into an Alliance city to catch a specific fish, just like old Iron Jaw that we did back in Iron Forge a few, episodes back in the day. But unfortunately, the Alliance zone is on another continent, Kultiris, and I cannot get there without doing a couple intro quests. So back at the pier on Dazara Lore, I talked to Nathanos to start it up, and man, I was forced to be like an important soldier in a war where I just want to fish, bro. I had to sneak into Stormwind on this top secret rescue mission to break out some people out of the Alliance jail. It sucked. I didn't want to do this, but we ended up back in Zuldazar, and eventually I convinced the captain of this boat to sail me over to Kultiras. Now, in the process of this, I did accidentally go and start the Nazjatar intro quest, but we can just ignore that. In Kultiras, I headed over to where I could catch this Ras Borealis fish, and I felt like it was like this super secret stealth mission to sneak in, and I almost made it untouched, but yeah, they got me. Once I respawned, I noticed this little pool, and the fish was just a guaranteed drop, so like, this was nothing like old Iron Jaw. Wait, is this thing not even a rare catch, Rose Borealis School? Am I just gonna be able to catch one and get the achievement? If so, that feels lame since I died to get here. Wow, well, check that one off the list. Now I just had 2 long grind achievements left. So I just went back to the shores of Zuldazar for now and decided I was just gonna chill and fish there for a bit. The Stranglethorn Vale fishing contest was in a couple of hours, so I thought might as well just fish here until then, maybe get the Great Sea Ray, but probably not. Of course, I didn't get it, but I headed to Booty Bay for the fishing contest. Again, we don't really need to do the Booty Bay fishing contest anymore, but I just like doing these for fun, seeing the fishing community. This is a one time a week a bunch of people get together to fish in one place. Once again, I did not get top 50 though this week, and there was one guy who, man, it really felt like he just kept going to the exact same pools as I did. Right, I can probably find it. Carl the Odd. Hey, get out of here, you weirdo. Hey, f off, Carl the Odd. Yo, Carl! Go fish at a different one! Carl! Are we gonna have a problem, Carl? Go away, Carl. Leave me alone. Dude! You piece of shit. You piece of... There's another pool right there. Are we serious right now? After the fishing contest was over, I went back to the shores of Zuldazar just to fish for a little bit while I tried to figure out what I really wanted to do next. But during that, I got a bit of a surprise. Oh! Oh! It's a good day, baby. Nice. I literally just found your YouTube videos, joined the stream just to see that happen. Nice. I'm at 45,207 casts. That didn't even take 1,000 casts. So within 24 hours, I got both the Pond Nettle and the Great Sea Ray. I'll be honest, I wasn't even really hyped. I was just more relieved I wasn't gonna have to be in some giant grind that takes all week. We had the Midnight Salmon quest next, but I found out that these Midnight Salmon have a higher catch rate at nighttime, which makes sense with the name. So I was gonna wait to do this quest until nighttime. I had all day to play though, so I wasn't just gonna sit around and do nothing. So I decided to start the next big quests, really the only thing left to do in Battle for Azeroth, the Mechagon achievements. Mechagon opens up and has 2 achievements in there, Secret Fish of Mechagon, and the part 2 of that achievement, Secret Fish and Where to Find Them. Getting these 2 achievements will give me one of the coolest things to get from fishing in World of Warcraft, the Hyper Compressed Ocean Toy. This puts out this little ocean ball that you can fish in from anywhere in the world, and you can catch any fish in Azeroth, I'm pretty sure. That's what I've heard. And if I'm ever going to be taken serious as a fisherman in a 20-year-old video game, I needed this. But before going for this, I needed to get to Mechagon first, so we headed over to Gazlo to start another round of intro quests to unlock Mechagon as a zone. This took a little bit, but we got it done. Doing all these intro quest lines to unlock new zones, I was leveling up a bit, which I guess is fine. We do have to level up at some point, but the mobs here are scaled to my level even without time walking on, and I'm going to assume it's going to be that way for the rest of the expansions. And my gear is still bad, and the enemies keep getting stronger the more I level up. So, we might need to figure out some new gear at some point. When I got the Mechagon intro quest done, I wanted to go straight for this Secret Fish of Mechagon achievement, and for this, the first fish I went for was the bottom feeding stinkfish, which according to Wowhead was 1%, but looks like this first fish is in around this area. So these are all like less than 1% fish, every single one on there. Bro, it's all just an endless grind of nothing, isn't it? I'm starting to get video games. That's a vile drop chance, and we need like a bunch of these, and they're all like 1%. It's gonna be fun, isn't it? This is definitely gonna be an off-stream thing. We're looking for the bottom feeding stinkfish. They all start a quest, so we'll know when we get a quest. Is there like a specific fish quest person at Blizzard? Guys, we got the bottom feeding stinkfish. All right. Danielle Anglers. Let's take it to her. Guys, that was, I don't know if that one was 1%. Now, all of these fish for this achievement were going to give me a quest to give them to this fishing trainer named Danielle Anglers, who hangs out here on Mechagon. But getting to her, I realized she had a little quest line, so, you know, of course we had to do that. She said there was some huge fish lurking around in the waters causing problems, and she had a plan, but she needed some equipment. So first we had to go around the island, grab a couple things for her, and then we needed 200 minnows fished up. Luckily, we didn't have to fish them one at our time with our pole. She gave us like this fishing vacuum gun. Like, why can't we just have this regularly? And for the final part, we headed into Rustbolt to craft the 100 Fathom lore. I took it back to Danielle Anglers, but there was a problem. This quest might be tough. Guys, I don't know if I can kill this. I might need some of you boys to come help me with this. Guys, I don't think I can kill this solo. Oh my gosh, he's killing my guys. He's killing my guys. Yo, chat, we got any Giga Chads who, get this guy off of me. Oh. Tiny little bit of healing. Is that gonna hurt me? Dude, I got him to 50%. No! Fuck. Yo, anybody in the chat that can help? No, I can do this solo, actually. I believe in myself. Come on, we can get this guy. Yo, we got it, bro. 30%. Suggested players 3. I can do it in just fished up gray gear. That's how easy retail is. We got him. We got him. I almost choked for a second there. Boom, baby. Suggested players 3. Don't need them. I got it. Let's fish. Boom. This finished up Danielle Angler's little quest line here, and it was time to get back to the Secret Fish of Mechagon achievement. It was actually pretty easy fishing around in all these little different specific spots in Mechagon. Wowhead had listed all these like crazy low drop rates, but none of them took very long for me. There's the fish. 0.1% chance, by the way, according to Wowhead. I did get distracted in the middle of this achievement though, and ended up playing another game with friends for a few hours. But when nighttime rolled around, I got back to it for a little bit, and I fished everything for the achievement, and I got it. Secret Fish of Mechagon. Doing this got me the Secret Fish goggles. I know I needed this for part 2 of the achievement, but I'll get to that tomorrow. I was tired. I didn't want to move around, so I just stayed in that spot, fishing, trying to get some of those midnight salmon, and I spent the night sleeping there next to Danielle Anglers. The next morning, when I woke up, you know, my brain was fogged, I still wasn't ready to move yet. I did a little bit of fishing right there, and completely out of nowhere, I can't believe this, I got another Great Sea Ray. Not even 24 hours after getting the first one. Like, I think I might need to go buy a lottery ticket with all this luck we've been having.
Here at the greatest establishment in the world to win the lottery. Let's do it.
So, yeah, I thought it'd be funny to do this little IRL segment where I go buy a lottery ticket and then scratch it off and we either win money or lose money, but kind of embarrassing. I didn't know that my state didn't sell lottery tickets. Man, I miss good old Virginia. So this great sea ray mount is actually tradable. So for the second one, I decided to maybe throw it up on the auction house, see if this sells. Maybe this could be our biggest payday yet in FishLocked. I'll let you guys know if it sells. But now, it was time to start going for the big achievement. Secret fish and where to find them. This achievement was one of those things that I've heard a lot about in my comments and in my stream chat of how tough this grind was going to be. So it was time for me to find out for myself. And for this achievement, you don't even need to fish like the normal way. After you put on the secret fish goggles that you got from the first achievement, these little water bubbles would like randomly appear. And you just run up to them and you grab the fish right out of it. And they despawn and respawn like every 10 seconds. The achievement had 30 different specific fish I needed, and these could be found in all different parts of the world for the different fish. You had to go to like all the different expansions, different zones, and I gotta be real, the people hyping up the grind for this quest, it really wasn't that bad. It was just traveling around a little, and I don't even have flying. Like, come on, guys. Do a Nixia attunement on Classic on Horde. I'm pretty sure that has more traveling. And honestly, I would have had this achievement done in no time, but there was 2 little roadblocks in the way. 2 little fish. One of them I could only find at nighttime, and another one is a little bit more of a problem. When nighttime did roll around though, the first thing I wanted to do was finish catching those 50 midnight salmon, and I got the achievement. At nighttime, it was a pretty nice catch rate. It wasn't too rare. You got them pretty normally. But then when I wanted to try to get this elusive moonfish for the achievement, this was the one that you could only find at nighttime. I was super tired. I didn't get to play for too long, but I also didn't get the fish. But the next day, I didn't even play until nighttime anyways, so I did get on, and I did finally catch it, leaving only 1 fish left for the achievement, the displaced scrap fin. This fish could only be found in an alternate dimension of Mechagon. And you can only get to this alternate dimension when Chromie is there with a daily quest that will take you there. I haven't been mentioning it yet, but every day since we started BFA, I have been checking Mechagon for this daily quest, and so far, no luck at all.
Well, boys, it looks like we got a failure for the week. I waited here all week for Chromie, and she never showed up. Like, I'm serious, all week too. Like look, it's literally Sunday at 7 a.m. This video is about to come out soon, but I had to see if I could get this thing last minute. But no Chromie show up, so no daily, so no achievement, so no hyper compressed ocean toy. I feel really upset because I got the thumbnail made for this video before I knew that there was a daily locked behind the toy. So, yeah, get clickbaited, nerds. This is gonna have to be something that we just come back for whenever Chromie is eventually up and we move on to the next expansion. Because I saw some of the comments on Wowhead saying that they were waiting multiple months for Chromie to show up. And I can't wait months for this episode to come out. I post weekly.
This achievement, though, would be the last thing to do in Battle for Azeroth fishing. There was a good amount of stuff here. I did very much enjoy it, but there's not really enough where I think I need to spend multiple weeks here. And I am still working on the Legion World Quest achievement in the background. Not too much progress made so far still, and I do still check at Old Man Barlow every day for crocolisks in the city. This week he did have it once, but I did not get a pet from the bag. When it comes to Battle for Azeroth, my favorite fishing spot has to be that area of the border between Zuldazar and Nazmir. The vibes are just too immaculate. They're too good here. But that's it for now here in Battle for Azeroth. I'm sure we'll be back here one day. But in the next episode, we move on. So get ready, strap in, buckle up. It's gonna be a good one. We're going to the expansion that was directly after the Battle for Azeroth with nothing in between. That's right. We're going to Dragonflight. I'll see you then. Make sure you hit the Twitch streams if you want to see it happen live.
Yo, I got mail from the auction house. That great sea ray, man. I just realized maybe it didn't even sell. Maybe they just handed it back to me because it's been a couple days. This isn't good. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. Wait, it did sell. Oh, 190? Dude, I'm rich. I got 200,000 gold now from just fishing.